Hey, what's up everybody? Chris Outer, Slunger Cat Outdoors, back with you again this afternoon. You can see the High River Bridge behind me. I know I'm late. I was out here fishing and there's been a bunch of barge traffic, so I've kind of had to pick up and move a little bit and get out of the way of some barges coming in and out of the river. But we are going to get some baits in the water and see what we can do. If you just joined us, this is the first time you guys have ever seen the channel, thank you for joining us. We are on the where the High River and the Canal River meet, and we're going to do some dragging. The current is real low, and where these two rivers meet, or any two rivers meet, always makes a good place for, you know, fish to hang out, bait, things like that. So bait of choice tonight is going to be moon eye. Was able to get on some moon eye last night and catch some fresh. That's always a good thing. And we're going to be fishing in about, 35 to 40 foot of water. So marked a few fish, caught a couple small, and a small channel cat and a small blue cat. Nothing really to brag about, but they're fish and they're here. So hey, enough blabbing. Let's get the baits in the water, get back to it, see if we can't put one in the boat while we're going here live. As always, make sure you are putting @ChrisOuters so that the questions will pop up and I kind of will see them as we're fishing. The sun behind me has been in and out as well, so let me know. Make sure you guys can hear me good, see me good, and everything is going good. Let's cut some bait, get some stuff going. Bait of choice tonight, moon eye. Now, something I like to do is to get myself going, the direction and the kind of the speed that I want before I really start putting anything out. And I'm going way too fast for what I want to go right now, so let's slow her down a little bit. Get her pointed in the right direction. And we're not going to use real big bait, just some small chunks tonight. Real quick, let's go over the rig. Tonight we're using just some 4-ounce dragon weights that I made up myself. They're like a slinky style weight. Got that on a 3-way rig. The 2 barrel swivels together, 3-way rig. Kind of a long leader. We got about 3.5 foot leader down to the Demon Dragon. Got another little rattle there with a bead in between it and a hook, and then of course that's a 7/0 Diachi D85. Now I just right before I got pushed out of here, I put fresh bait on, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some more on. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to put 2 straight down. I'm going to put 2 dragging behind the boat, and then I'm going to put 2 planer boards on. try to cover some a little bit of water. There's a lot of small trash and snags and rocks through here, so I got a feeling we're gonna get hung up. Yes, getting outdoors. I will touch on that here in just a second. All right, now the sun decided to come back out, and I apologize for that. We'll see if we can't fix that here in a minute. We're using the Offshore Tackle SST Pro Mags tonight. Got a little pigtail clip on that end, and just a regular snap on that end. What I do is I throw the bait out, and I let the line out a little bit, then I'll hook the planer board to it and let the planer board out behind the boat however far I want it. Normally about 50 to 100 feet. The current speed is practically none today. We got very little current. Actual current is probably about 2.3, something like that. I'm actually going to be pulling upriver or into the current. I like to do that whenever the current gets really low. Yeah, Johnny, that's what we're doing tonight, is we're pulling upriver against the current. Let me see if I can get these other rods out here. I'll be right back. This is going to be a lot to keep up with tonight. 4 dragging, 2 planer boards, and 2 dead sticks. We'll try to do it though, see if we can't get one in the boat. Now we're in about 40 foot of water right now, and there's a ledge on this side that comes up really shallow, and it holds a lot of bait. And then on the outside edge, it drops off, so that ledge will run from like 20 down into 40 foot. And I'm going to try to stay right on that ledge. And I'm going to run planer board out to the little bit deeper water. Have Johnny, I'll sit down here. I want to talk about this for a minute. There we go. Get that down there so you guys can see a little bit. Okay, so Johnny just said something, and he asked if I ever pull against the current, and that's what we're doing tonight. Out behind me out here is the high river, and we're going to pull into the Canal River. This is a very busy traffic area for barges and things, but it's good deep water, has some rock, has some structure, nice ledge, you know, and can produce good fish at times. But what I'm doing here is I'm pulling against it. And Johnny asked that he thought that the natural way was always the best way. When low current, you know, like it is now, you know, natural way would be downriver. But at times you can spin that around and go upriver and entice them to bite more aggressively than going naturally down the river. You're going at a slower speed. Your scent is going behind you. So as you pass that fish will come up to it, and at times can produce a good aggressive bite. So always try different things like that. You know, it's always a good experience and a good learning experience to try different things like that. If you're going downriver, you're not getting bites, turn up, go upriver and see what happens. I got one more rod to get out, and then I'll be right back. So while that one's kind of free spooling a little bit, I want to touch on kind of what we're doing. So what I just did there was I just casted out the, you know, my bait, and I'm going to let it free spool and let it get behind the boat a little bit. Not too much, because I'm going to have the planer board pull it out. But I always have my lines staggered. You know, in the back, the very back, I want those, you know, kind of far back behind the boat, and then, you know, I will play around with how far they are behind the planer boards, you know, as I'm going through the day. I don't know if you can see this, but right here where my finger is, you see that disturbance on top of the water? That's a big ball of shad. I am marking it on the screen, and those are small, real small, but that's a good sign. That means the shad spawned out good. But that is one big school. I mean, it goes way back there behind the boat. All right, guys, fish on. Don't feel like a very big one, but that camera back up there. There we go. Got into this big old school of shad and got ourselves a little fish. I apologize for the noise. You know, we're right here by a bridge, and unfortunately that's part of it. There we go, little channel cat. Hey, I'll take him. That's number 3 since I've been dragging up through here. Let's get him back, see if we can't catch another one. Hey, I'll take it. Dalton, I have dragged live bait before. A lot of times, let me fix something here. River Cat, thank you, buddy. I didn't know there was any storms rolling towards me. All right, so I have drug live bait before. You know, unfortunately, a lot of times, whenever if you drag live bait, it will tangle up on you. You know. Now I'm going kind of slow. I'm only going about 0.2, 0.3 upriver. Like I said, it's a lot to keep up with. You know, you got the dragging rods, and then you got to make sure your down rods are good for the depth you're in. So you always got to keep up with that. Hey Sean, I hope they have. I hope hopefully we can get one on video tonight. Thanks, Dustin. I appreciate that, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Yes, it is, buddy. I think we finally got stuff straightened around. Now, if we could just get that sun to go behind that cloud, that'd be really great. If River Cat, no, I don't always drag up river. What really determines whether I drag up river is kind of just the current flow. If there's more than 0.5, I will normally go down river. If there is less than 0.5, I will try dragging up river. We're on the, for you guys that are just joining, I'll touch base on a couple things. We are fishing dragon baits, dragon moon eye, using offshore tackle planer boards, and we are at the mouth of where the Kanawha River meets the Ohio River. And you know, for anybody that has this area or an area like this around you, these are good areas. This is two main rivers, and where they merge can be very productive areas. So we're gonna keep going here. We're going underneath the bridge. Like I said before, I apologize for that. US, we are, I fish out of a Sea Arc Pro Cat 200. When it comes to, that's a good question. How do you keep from getting dragged hung up? You don't. I have used many different dragging weights. You know, from, and see right here we go. I've used, you know, hundreds of different types of dragging weights, from the original Larry Muse tubes to ones I make myself, drifting sticks, Partners in Slime, Dirty South. I mean, there's so many different kinds, and I've never found one that I can drag through what I want to fish and not get hung up. When you're fishing ledges like this and you're using planer boards to push those baits up on that ledge, you know, you're going to get hung up. When you're when you're fishing, you know, wood cover and structure, and you're getting in there where those fish live, you're going to get hung up. And the best thing you can do is just break it off and, you know, get back to it. That's right, Glenn. That's why you tie up a bunch of extra ones. Hold on a second, John. John, I actually prefer, these are the ones that I helped design and make. These are the Slunger Cat editions. You can get them, you actually, and for anybody wanting to look at these or look at anything that Slunger Cat offers, go to slungercat.fish. Hit me up on Facebook Messenger. Let me know what you guys are wanting or needing or looking at, and we will get you guys taken care of. Whew, this stuff will keep you hopping, I'm telling you. Yep. But now, so as you guys see, those rods will get bent down, you know, and that's where the sinker is kind of getting hung up, and then it's popping loose. We're going through a big, some wood structure. Thanks, Daniel, I appreciate it. Well, we got Moon Eye, buddy. Now these ain't real big, but good bait. Hey, while I'm at it, and Willie's on here, Willie Cahoon Tackling Cats. I've been having some people ask me where I got my American-made swivels and where I got those easy clips at. I showed you guys here a couple weeks ago. Now I've been using these a lot, really liking them. I'm excited about taking them out to the Mississippi and seeing how they do out there. There's the swivels. These are actually 250 pound, or 225 pound, I'm sorry, number 2 crane swivels. I said this stuff is made in America. But Tackling Cats, he's in the chat. Make sure you look him up for you guys that was interested in them. Yeah, Dalton, I caught it at the dam. Hope everybody's had a good day today. I probably ought to be out on the high. The high's got a little bit more current. I probably ought to be out there flathead fishing, but I just really wanted to drag baits tonight, and the canal really doesn't have much current in it, so I thought, hey, give it a shot, see what happens. Those dragon weights that I made, they're really simple to make. Just 1/4 ounce sinkers and shrink tubing. Willie, what are you talking about? 0.1 or are you talking about 1 mile an hour current? Yep, sometimes, like that, you just can't get them out. What I like to do is hit a little bit of speed and break it off. Alright, well, while I'm talking to you all, I'll just leave that one sit right there. I want to thank everybody for joining tonight. We got a pretty good showing in here tonight. Starting to mark some fish here too. That's a good question. All right, somebody just asked me what the difference was between moon eye and golden eye, okay? All right, now while I'm doing this, watch them 2 dragon rods. Let me know. So, you see the big white and black eye on here? A golden eye, well, obviously a golden eye is going to be a lot bigger than this. They get much bigger, but they'll have a gold ring there, okay? Now, if you can see this, those two fins, this one and this one, are directly aligned from each other, okay? Now on a goldeneye, those will be kind of offset. Those are the two differences. Other than that, you know, the size, the eye, and the two fins, they're basically the same. But now depending on where you're at in the country, some places you can use it, some you can't. But here in Ohio and West Virginia, we can use moon eye. Yes, sir. I knew I'd be busy keeping that stuff out of them snags, but I was marking some decent fish and wanted to try to catch them. All right. PD, whenever I was a kid, we used hot dogs all the time. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mike, for letting me know that. So Mike said there's been several of you guys that have been asking what reels I'm using today. Now, what reels I use on a normal basis is different than what I use today, or what I have today. On the medium heavy Warrior Cat rods, I've got some black and blue Alphamar Abu Garcia 16s. These were made several years ago and are one of my favorite reels, and as long as I can still get parts for them, they're discontinued now, but as long as I can get parts for them, I'll continue to use them. On most of my rods, I use a Penn Squall 20 and really like them. Have had a lot of good luck with them, caught a lot of big fish with them. I've been using them now for probably about 4 years and really enjoy them. Really like them. If they still made these reels here, I would have these on everything. But yeah, if for anybody that is wondering, you know, what reels, rods, things like that, make sure you go in the description of every video. I got links to all that stuff, all the stuff I use. You can go there, check it out. Take a look at it. If you like it, buy it, you know. And also for everybody that may not know or has not checked it out, make sure that you go to our SlungerCat Facebook page and check out slungercat.fish. It's the website for SlungerCat Outdoors, and that's where we got all of our merchandise. Some of our things like Demon Dragons, the SlungerCat knives, towels, you know, shirts, hats, different stuff on there. So go check it out, slungercat.fish. Now all we need is a big old blue cat to hit. It's prime time right here of an evening. I know I've been running back and forth. I probably missed a bunch of questions. Make sure you go hit them back up again if I've not answered them. No, Cliff, I won't be at the Alton Classic. I'm actually going to be going to um, Memphis. I'll be leaving. I'll be getting to Memphis like the 13th or 14th. Headed to Alabama to get some skipjack beforehand, and I really enjoy fishing the Mississippi River and Memphis area, Osceola, places like that. So I'm going to go down and do some pleasure fishing and have a good time. Hey, Germany, thank you. Thanks for joining. Love to see you guys on here. So far on the live show, we've caught one small channel cat. Before it went live, I caught a small blue and a small channel. There's been a lot of barge traffic right in here, but hopefully we can get to one. We've drugged for probably about 125 yards or so. Somebody asked what size line this is. This is 40-pound Berkeley big game. On my this is what I call my summertime flathead rods. Stonefly, get a hold of me, send me a message, and we will get that. I'll get that to you. Okay. I do believe in barge bites. If you're in the right area. Johnny, I wouldn't mind Catfish Dave joining me sometime. You know, I go down to Tennessee and fish, you know, a lot. Fish on. Let's see what we got. Boy, he hit that planer board hard. Turn you guys around here. There's a barge coming at me too. Hopefully he doesn't blow me out. Now we was dragging about 0.6, 0.5 when that one hit. Like I said, we're going upriver, and he absolutely smoked that rod. You know, every time I say I'm gonna go drifting for blue cats, we catch flathead. Hey, I'll take it. Awesome. Nice fish. Nice fish. Man, I tell you what, he hit her hard too, boys. Hit her hard. Healthy. Healthy, healthy, healthy. Let's get him back in the water. Well, I tell you what, turn that back around there. I don't know what this guy's going to do, so I think I'm going to move over a little bit and see what happens. No, John, I can't get away from them flatheads, buddy. I always want to give them guys on them tugs and them barges a little bit extra room, you know. Hey, real quick, let me turn this around here. Now, back at the Captain Mad Jack's tournament, I was given a thing called the lightning bug. I was given a couple of them. I usually use like light sticks, but a couple of my good friends, they had these things, and they're like, hey, why don't you try a couple of these? So I took a couple, and I've been trying them. And I want to show you guys something. I know you guys won't be able to see it very good. Let me get this out of here. So it comes in, it got this little rubber tube, okay, that just stays on your pole. And it's nice. I mean, it doesn't move or anything. But this light, let me see if I can get it real close. You can see that little green light inside. It's on, okay? This light, I have left it on. They told me these batteries were good for what I thought was an ungodly amount of time, and I thought there ain't no way. I've had these batteries in here with that light on for like over 2 weeks, okay? On the whole time, not turning them off, bringing them out here, putting them in the garage, and it's still on. It's not very bright, but it's still on. Roger, if you are on here, you know, tell these guys where they can get them at. I don't know where you guys get them at, but for you guys that night fish like I do, check them out. That thing is sweet. Let's get a piece of bait out there. I'm gonna let that barge go by. See if we can't get another one in the boat. Hey, I got Todd's in Proctorville, Ohio. Whoever said that, put the name of the bait shop. Is that a bait shop or what it is? If you guys are enjoying what we've been doing tonight, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you get if you get a chance, share this information, share the channel with people, share the social media stuff. We got some stuff that, you know, for most of you guys that watch on a normal basis, you know, I do unannounced giveaways. And that is for the people, you know, that are subscribers. I don't, you know, I want you guys. All right, so another barge is coming, so I'm gonna have to go. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep it Keep it on the water, tight lines. Take care.